Almost got into a fight this morning. So I was on my way to the grocery store with my mom. We were just casually walking, talking about, you know, there are some rich people that like to dress up, and there are rich people that don't like to dress up because they don't want to waste their money and whatnot. Just casually walking. Right outside the grocery store that we were going to, there was this big dude. Giant, like, well, he wasn't really like a giant, but he was a big dude. Full tattooed. All that shit in the face. Fully tattooed. I thought he was the fucking zombie guy. You guys remember the zombie guy that got popular because he was like fully tattooed, skull faced and all that shit? So it was him, and then some random other dude that was like his homeboy, some shit like that, who was like drunk. He was like pointing around, like, you know, on the street, being drunk and shit. You could clearly tell he was drunk. He was drunk. This dude, he started looking at me. He looked at me like funny. And instantly I knew, oh shit, here we go. Here we go, right? Here we fucking go. What's it gonna be today, huh? So this dude, he walked up to me and he started saying all kinds of shit. I didn't understand it fully because he was like drunkish type of shit. But you even like, okay, I don't want to be insensitive. Is that the word? Insensitive? You know, I completely understand. People do dumb shit when they're drunk. However, there's a limit, right? There's always a limit. You can't always excuse it on you being drunk or you having a bad day or whatever the case may be, right? Started talking weird shit. He was like, that kind of drunk, right? And I literally, for fun, I looked at him and I was like, excuse me? Pardon? Huh? And then he's just, you know, he gave me that like nervous kind of smile. That kind of look, right? Right? And immediately, without even asking me or anything like that, he raised his hand and tried to, you know, grab my afro, just touch my hair. I don't know if it is because of all my Wing Chun, but I immediately I parried that shit. I told you that as well, Ayano. I fucking Aris index finger parried that shit. And I slapped his hand away, and I literally just said, don't touch me, bro. Like, that's it. And he looked weird on me. Like, it was like, whoa. He got that, like, surprise look. And here's the thing I want to point out. If a man walked up to a woman, right? It doesn't matter where it is. Train station, whatnot, whatever. Who gives a shit? And the man walked up to the woman to touch her hair. You would obviously look at him as a fucking creep. Right? You would look at him as a fucking creep. This dude is, he's trying to do something. This is, you know, what the fuck, man? You know? This guy is part of the FGC. I'm not even gonna go there. There's too much shit going on in the FGC already. Holy shit. You know, because it's common sense. You like, a man just walking up to a random ass woman, try to touch her hair and all that shit. Yeah, you're obviously gonna look at that guy as a fucking creep. Right? You're gonna look at that guy as a fucking creep. You don't do that shit. So what makes it okay to walk up to a black dude and do the same thing? I never understood that. I'm not trying to cherry pick anything like that, but that's just something I've noticed when it comes to shit like that. You don't just go up and touch a woman or whatnot, right? You're fucking creepy if you do that, and somebody needs to put you in your place if that's the case. What makes it okay then when suddenly it's a black dude? What makes it okay to just go up and touch a black dude's hair? What? Because you're not used to seeing a black guy's hair and that makes it okay then? No, it doesn't make it okay. You should ask. And even if you ask, it's still fucking weird. Don't touch me. Right? Don't fucking touch me. Simple as that. So that's what I did. I fucking slapped his hand away. Ninja style. Fucking Wing Chun. I Wang Jinre Leroy parry that shit. Daiku Mahara. Don't fucking touch me, bro. Right? And he looked surprised at me like, the fuck? And then he started saying some other shit. And he obviously couldn't speak clearly, so I was like, come again? Come on. No, let's hear it. Come on. Right? This dude then said, he asked me if my microphone was turned on. He asked me if my microphone was turned on. Yeah, you know how funny joke, huh? Black guy with a big ass afro is like a microphone. Is your microphone turned on? You know what I did? Here you go. There you go. So what I did was I said, haha, haha, you funny. Slapped him on his chest. I slapped him on his chest like that. And then I just said, have a nice day, right? Fuck you. That's literally what I said. I didn't say fuck you, but that was obviously my My body language, right? First of all, I pushed him away. Don't touch me. And then clapped him on his chest. Yeah, bye. All right, have a fucking have a nice day. This guy suddenly in the back, chat, in the back. This is how I know he's a fucking moron. This is how I know he's a bitch, right? He's a bigot. He's an obvious bigot. He shouted in the back while I was walking. I said, come on, mom, let's go. I said, just fuck it, right? Don't worry about it. This is, you know, this is my problem. This is not your problem. Don't worry about it. Just let's go, right? This guy started yelling in the background. Oh, come on. Okay, first of all, I live in Denmark, right? I live in Scandinavia, EU, Denmark, okay? This guy literally said, oh, come on, bro. It was just a joke. What? You can't take a Danish joke? You can't be part of our culture? I literally... So, second... Already there, he's being racist. Already there, like, the racism is just leaking out of his body, okay? It's like pre-cum, right? It's like pre-cum at that point. He just had to get it out. But I deny that shit. Right? It's like a dummy fig fairy wife who bending over with her fat ass and all that shit, and you can't dump all your seed in that. She denied you, so now your dick is just leaking. Nobody's sucking that shit up. It's just leaking, right? So this guy started, all that shit in the background, like, oh, it's part of Danish culture. Can you take a Danish joke? Are you not part of our culture? Blah blah blah, all that shit, right? I turned around and I looked at him and said, I'm gonna make sure I don't say the slurs, okay? Because I don't want to get banned on Twitch. But I literally turned around and said, as a matter of fact, sir, I'm 28 years old. My dad is white. He's a Danish guy. And my mom is African Nigerian. I'm half Danish. I've been living in Denmark for 28 years. Don't come at me and talk. I literally spoke fluent Danish to him. So already at that point, how can you expect me not to be Danish when I'm speaking Danish to you? You dumb fuck, right? So I was like, don't even come at me and try to push shit in my mouth telling me that I don't know about Danish culture. And I said, I called him something, because at that point, the guy being racist and all that shit, so, I'm just gonna put this guy in his place, right? Second of all, third of all, fourth of all, I don't even know where I'm going with this story. Violence is not the answer, okay? I'm letting you guys know right now. Violence is not the answer, okay? I never use violence as an answer for anything, right? I'm always the casual guy that just... I'm always trying to teach people about the ways and, letting them know, because, they don't really learn anything from me just turning around punching them in the face, right? They're always stereotyping me in the first place, so let's not let them win in terms of that, right? Quote unquote. So I said all that shit to him and told him to go fuck himself, and I called him and something... two words that you can put together, right? So you have the word bread, right? Bread. The breeding, bread, right? Bread, the word bread. And the word an innkeeper, right? An innkeeper. Now take the word innkeeper and remove the word keeper in it, and then take those two words together. That's what I call him. You fucking... Right. This guy, out of nowhere... he still was like in the background, right? This guy then catched up to me. So here's the scenario. I'm already trying to get away from this trouble. I'm like, this guy is drunk. This guy don't know what he's talking about. If he don't shut the fuck up, I'm about to fucking duff him. I'm gonna punch him in the fucking throat. So I'm already trying to get away from the situation. I'm trying to go into the fucking grocery with my mom. Like, mom, don't worry about it. Blah blah blah. The worst thing is, like, when I got home, I was thinking, damn, if I didn't win with my mom, what would have happened? I'm not trying to say my mom is weak or anything like that. My mom is a very, very strong black woman. Very strong, independent black woman, okay? She can handle herself. By miles, she can handle herself, okay? But I also know how some men think. I know how some men react. My mom has been like a model for the past 20 to 30 years of her life, right? She's not a model anymore, but she knows how to take care of herself. So when you have some men like this particular guy seeing a hottie patati walking down the street, I already know where this shit is going, right? So I'm happy I went with my mom, even though she's a very strong, independent woman and all that shit. But this guy, he didn't catch up to us, and he was like, he was trying to like play it off, like try to be like, he try to like, when you done something fucked up, right? When you know you done fucked up with one of your homies, you try to wrap the arm around them like, hey, bro, it was just a joke. You know, that, you know, kind of homeboy shit. Problem is, I'm not his homeboy. I'm definitely not his fucking homeboy. So the moment he catch up to us and he was like, oh, bro, relax, bro. You know, it's just a joke. You know, that's how typical racist people always like that. It's just a joke at the end of the day. They're only saying that because it got caught. Or a black person suddenly said something to them and other people didn't say anything. So he tried to wrap his arm around me. That moment he wrapped his arm around me, I literally, okay, so if I'm standing here, right, I literally, with my palm, I swear, I don't even know how to fuck, it just, I've been doing a lot of fucking Wing Chun. I've had a lot of self-defense throughout the years, so it just came automatically. I'm not trying to flex. I literally duffed his elbow, right, to get that shit off my shoulder, and then pushed him away, like with my shoulder. So bam, bam, out of my fucking way. And he was like, whoa, he was like falling behind. Didn't make it better because he was drunk in the first place, right? So I pushed him away like that, you know, Wang Jinrei, fucking body shit, Jackie Chan, all kinds of shit. Like, get your hands off me. I don't know what happened. He was like, oh, like, I immediately he started getting a lot more aggressive, and that's where I was like, you know what? I remember I was holding my phone. I was holding my phone on my right hand, which is why I couldn't push him away. That's why I used my shoulder like that, you know? I literally gave my phone to my mom. I was like, Mom, push her away. I literally like push her away, take my phone. Shit is about to get ugly, right? Because like at that point, first of all, you're being racist. Second of all, you're harassing me. This is basically harassment at this point. I gave you 2 warnings. The third warning is gonna be a punch in your throat or in the mouth, right? I'm not the guy that choose violence as an answer. I'm not the guy that goes like, might makes right? But if somebody, listen, I said this many times, and I know it sounds like a broken ass record. I might be the most wholesome guy, the most friendly guy you know, but the moment you get on my bad side, I'm gonna be the meanest motherfucker on this side of the planet, okay? I will put you in a fucking coma. I'm putting you to sleep after the 2 warnings. I'm putting you to fucking sleep. So this guy, he's trying to come at me. I was like, Mom, hold the phone. All right, this shit is about to get ugly. The guy, the big dude with the fucking tattoos and shit, right? He saw what I did to him. Like, the whole fucking shoulder shit. This guy fucking stepped in and fucking tried to calm his drunk friend down. He's like, no. He literally said, no, you don't want this. That's what he told the fucking guy. You're like, no, you don't want this. He then looked at me and he did like this. Like, as a sign of like, this guy's drunk, okay? Please don't, you know? So you had to deal with the tattoos in the face being way bigger than me. This dude was fucking huge, shit. He was huge. He had fucking full beard and all that shit. You had this, like, and I get it, right? Some of these dudes, man, they be carrying knives, they be carrying guns, right? That's why I'm not trying to get involved. I'm not trying to get involved in fights, right? That'll be my last resort. But I was like, this dude is about to join the fight too. All right, 2v1. I've done this before. All right, and I've come out clean in these kind of situations before. And that was 2 fucking people that were Nazis. 2 fucking Nazis that did that shit on me. I've come clean. All right, I've tried this shit before. That's why I said, Mom, go back. This shit about to get ugly. People out in the fucking grocery store, they were fucking looking as well, like, cause you know, shit was about to go down. But he stopped him and did this. You know, oh, this guy's drunk, blah blah blah. After that, the drunk guy, he was trying, like, I shit you not, it was almost to the point where he got on his knees. Just trying to apologize for everything. Be like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I see, I can't believe I did this. You know, he was like he was about to, this dude was about to start crying, right? And again, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I know what alcohol can do, right? I know sometimes, you know, you drink a little bit too much. And, you know, you do things that you probably don't really mean, right? You know, you go out of hand. You go out of hand. I completely understand that. But, dude, it was 9 a.m. in the morning, bro. How you gonna tell me you went to the store 9 a.m. in the morning to drink yourself completely drunk and then do some fucking racist shit and all that? Like, you know what they say when people get drunk? The true colors comes out when you're drunk. The true colors comes out when you're drunk. So already there, I was like, yeah, but that doesn't really excuse anything, homeboy. You better tell your homeboys to keep your shit in check, or I'm gonna put you in check. That's literally what I said to him, right? Alcohol does not make you racist, though. Exactly. It was a lame ass excuse. That's my point. It was a lame ass fucking excuse. I guess I could just drink myself completely drunk, go out to the club and do some like insanely fucking horrendous fucking horror movie shit, right? American fucking psycho shit. And then just say, well, to be fair, judge, I was drunk, you know? Oh, you were drunk? You know what? Say less. You know what? Say less. Court is adjourned. Court is adjourned. The guy was drunk. Let him go. Like, it doesn't work like that, homeboy, right? Like, the fuck? This guy even asked me, like, where he could find a fucking, a hair salon where you could get a fucking haircut and all that shit. There was a hair salon kind of close to the store, so I was like, well, grocery. Oh, it's over there. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, you know what? I literally said, you know, let me tell you something, brother. Don't do that shit again. That's the only thing I said. Don't do that shit. Keep on walking, right? I accept your apology, but I'm not gonna forget what the fuck you just did. Keep on walking. And I literally told his homeboy with the fucking tattoo shit, hey yo, make sure you get, again, I told him, make sure your homeboy is in check or I'm gonna put him in check, right? I'm gonna put that motherfucker in check if you don't keep him in check. And he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen again. And he was like started punching him, like, dude, what the fuck's your problem? You saw that guy, you don't do that shit. Like, I heard the entire conversation while they were walking away. But he literally just told the fucking drunk dude, yeah, I didn't want this smoke. I saw this, I looked at this dude for a hot minute, you don't want this smoke. Just don't do it, bro. While they were walking away, I was like, oh, so you realize now you're a fucking prick, right? You realize you're a racist fucking prick now, right? I'll always be a nice guy, but if somebody try, you know, if it goes that far, I'm putting you to sleep. I'm putting you to sleep. Haynes was about to get thrown, all right? And I guarantee you he was not going to be able to throw something. And no. Doesn't matter if it's my mom, my wife, or whatever. No. Like, the fuck? You're not gonna just walk up to us and just do shit like that. Ain't from here, don't come here, bro. The park that's right next to me, one of my homies got shot in the face with a shotgun. I've seen some shit, okay? I might be a nice, wholesome guy, but I've seen some shit. So don't get on my bad side. That's what I always say. You know, eventually, they walked away. This guy was, like, crying because he realized everybody that was, like, at the grocery and outside of the grocery, everybody saw that shit, right? He looked like a fucking idiot. He was an idiot. And he was like, oh my god, I can't believe, oh, why did I do that? Like, he was only sorry because he got caught. Or actually, better yet, I don't think he cared about getting caught. I think he was sorry because suddenly a black guy said something back. It makes me think, how many times this guy's probably done it 1,000 upon 1,000 times to other black brothers and sisters, but I never said anything back. Suddenly you meet me, and I run my mouth. I like to run my mouth. And I'm also putting him where the money is. He realized he embarrassed himself. He realized he embarrassed himself hard as fuck. And he also realized, well, his friend realized that he's about to get like, hey, I don't care if you guys were on your way to the fucking store or the fucking bar to play some, you know, having some drinking games or whatnot. He realized that if that really went down, he had to fucking... He had to take a quick shortcut to the hospital before going to the bar. So that was an interesting morning. And while I was going through, like while we were in the grocery, everybody just looked at me. They looked at me. They stepped to the side. Like everybody was like suddenly everybody being so respectful, right? What the hell? I'm not trying to say might makes right. That's not what I'm trying to say. But people started realizing, yeah, if you act like a bitch, you get slapped like a bitch, right? So everybody was like, they weren't scared, they were just being super fucking respectful, you know? Especially to my mom, they were like, oh wow, I can't believe you have someone, you know, protecting you and oh yeah, the old lady. I mentioned that to Ayano. There was an old white lady that saw all that shit, and she was like, oh, you know, she completely understood, and she was like, happy to see that there's some youngers such as yourself, she said. Some youngers such as yourself taking care of your mom and like everybody around you. And I was just being like, listen, I'm not trying to walk like down the streets like trying to scare people or whatnot. But if you step to my face and try to touch me and all that shit, I'm gonna fucking duff you. Especially if I don't know you. The fuck? There's no if, buts, or whatever. I'm gonna fucking duff you if you do that shit. It's just common sense. Talk that shit, you get fucking smacked it. And then I went home. I ate some breakfast. I chilled a little bit. I talked to Ayano with the whole situation. I was gonna text everybody else, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stream some Rain Man today. I'm just gonna have a good time. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Let's play some fucking Rain Man, you know? I'm a little bit nostalgia. Some childhood type of shit, you know? It is what it is. And, you know, I might as well just tell the story while I'm streaming. And people can realize that just because you are jokingly about racism and whatnot, it's not everybody that's gonna be laughing at that joke, even if it is part of culture to do that kind of shit. Watch your fucking mouth. It ain't. Watch your fucking mouth. It's that simple. It's that simple. Watch your fucking mouth. Don't do that shit, especially to people you don't know. If it's someone you've been homie with for like 15 years and you maybe cracking the joke a little bit, okay, that's fine then. That's fine. You know, you've been homies for like 15 years and all that shit. It's fine. It's cool, you know? It's a little bit banter. But you walking up to somebody, I've never seen this dude before, ever, and you just, no. No. And expecting not to get fucking punched in the throat, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind at that point. You might as well put me in prison, because I was about to go to fucking prison. I was about to go to prison. I don't care. I'm putting his ass to sleep. It's that simple.